So there's a woman by the name of Drew Sidora. I've actually talked about her, I believe, recently. And she is an ex-girlfriend of Michael B. Jordan. Can you believe that? All of a sudden, these chicks are talking about Michael. They're talking about Michael B. Jordan, Well, they dated years ago, and I think she probably thought that he would never be, a success at acting. I think she probably thought he'd just be another struggling actor that, and that she'd be able to choose up after him. But he became more and more successful. And she's been on the sidelines watching, and maybe a part of her thinks that she could spin the block. I have no doubt that she's contacted Michael B. Jordan. I have no doubt that Drew, a woman going through a very bad divorce, okay, this woman is out here getting finessed by her ex-husband in divorce. Okay, she was about to get kicked out of that house until they settled the divorce. This woman was lying about her income. And she's got to pay him child support. I believe it's close to $2,000 a month. And you got women who are mocking the husband because he's getting child support and it's not that much according to them. But at least she's being held to account like men are, right? I tell you, if a man was paying $2,000 a month and he was on reality TV like her, these heifers would be angry. But they think that she got out this divorce kind of unscathed. I think that the husband got what he was looking for. It looks like the children are going to be with him because she don't want to take care of these kids. So he's going to take care of the kids because she want to be out here in these streets. She's divorced now, fully divorced. And maybe she thinks that Michael B. Jordan would want to deal with her. But no, why would he want to deal with you? He could have any woman he wants out here. You had your opportunity and you blew it. It didn't work. So now you're trying to bring his name up, trying to get people talking because you want people to interview you and talk to you about him and ask questions about him. Anyway, so according to Complex, Drew Sidora may be navigating a contentious divorce, but the Real Housewives of Atlanta star isn't ruling out the possibility of reconnecting with a familiar face from her past, Michael B. Jordan. That man is not trying to get with her at all. Like, what I'm saying? She says she's trying to rekindle. Absolutely not. But, during a recent appearance on the Reality Nightcap podcast, Sidora was asked whether there was anyone from her dating past she considered revisiting. Her answer quickly reignited interest in a relationship she only recently revealed. I wonder why. There is one if they called, I would answer, Sidora said when asked if she would circle the block with a former flame. When pressed for clues, she pointed to a photo of two attending an NAACP awards together picture of the two attending the NAACP awards together years ago, adding, do some Googling. Sidora revealed last year that she had dated Jordan long before he became Hollywood's biggest stars, or one of Hollywood's biggest stars. At the time, she explained that their relationship dated back to his early acting days and said that they were close enough that she spent time with his family while he spent time with hers. The relationship remained largely unknown to the public until Sidora began discussing it on podcasts. Of course. Now, mind you, she's going through a contentious divorce during this time. She's talking about it. She starts talking about it. The possibility of a Jordan reunion resurfaced again after a producer on Reality Nightcap quickly identified the mystery ex as the Oscar-winning actor. When the topic came up, Sidora acknowledged Jordan's appeal, agreeing that she found him to be very handsome, while laughing off suggestions that he would make a great stepfather to her children. That's because she doesn't want to raise them kids. She want her husband to raise them kids. That's why she's paying that child support. During the interview, she described the process as emotionally draining, saying the ongoing legal fight has become increasingly difficult because their children are now seeing headlines and social media coverage about the case. It's been 3 years, Sidora said. Through the divorce, it's like no one really wins. Recent court developments have added even more scrutiny to the split. Pittman was recently awarded temporary primary physical custody of their 2 children during the school year, while Sidora was ordered to vacate the Georgia home they once shared. You know how bad of a mother you got to be when your ex-husband wins custody of your kids, even if it's temporary, but I think it's primary now. That lets me know that you really don't, you're showing no interest in being a mother, but you talking about circling the block with Michael B. Jordan, but you're showing no interest in being a mom. You want to be in these streets. You want to go out and do what you want to do. It's your time now, right? The divorce has also played out publicly on recent seasons of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, where both have discussed the challenges of co-parenting and ongoing litigation. Even with the legal drama continuing, Sidora made it clear she hasn't given up on love. She told the podcast she still hopes to marry again one day and remains optimistic about her future. These women think they got all the time in the world until they realize they don't really have as much time as they think they do, because they all think they're gonna be attractive forever. I even saw a chick say that. They say they're gonna look good forever, even though right now they're like a 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. They're about a low 6, talking about they're gonna look good forever. You look very average. What are you talking about? And that's just right now. And this heifer got a bunch of kids, no father around, just had another one, no father around. All of a sudden, these women want to spin the block Michael B. Jordan. You got Lori Harvey crashing out, talking about she gonna sue because her so-called boyfriend, Damson Idris, was spotted with another woman. She's out here pulling stunts on the balconies, like her and Damson are making out when it looks like they look like 2 friends pretending like they're hooking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's using Damson to go viral, and people make fun of them, and she's upset about that. She told Steve Harvey that he can't be cool with Michael B. Jordan anymore because she realized that she did not upgrade after Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan upgraded because she was a distraction, and he was able to focus on acting, focus on winning, and she's out here trying to replace him. But the best she can do is a British actor who pretends to be Black American in his shows and movies. That's the best she can do. Yeah, just average charm, not extra average, just average. Just average, right? So you got Lori Harvey losing it. Now you got Drew Sidora. Y'all remember that girl that called Michael B. Jordan, that they used to, I guess, make fun of Michael B. Jordan back when they were in high school, and he confronted her about it. That heifer, I think it was last year, this was after he won the Oscar, I think. So it might have been this year. That she wanted, it was either last year during the Center's Buzz or right around the Oscar. She wanted an apology. Heifer, you ain't never get no apology. This is your karma. Okay? Because we as men, we remember everything. Why do you think men have such a they change so much from when they're in school? Because of when they get made fun of, especially by girls, and the girls don't show no respect for them, ain't checking for them, they internalize that and they work to self-improve. And you heifers, when you realize that these guys you want to come at them like you never treated them a certain type of way. Well, we have long memories and we remember everything. This is why, these chicks, when they their looks start to degrade and their body is different. They done had all these kids, but the men that they curved or are more successful, and now they think that they deserve to be with those men because they used to look good and those men used to be attracted to them. That's Drew Sidora. That's Drew Sidora. She's that girl, that, and again, we don't know how that relationship ended. She could have been the one that left the relationship, because the way that she talks in this interview, you can tell she was probably the one that left the relationship for whatever reason. Because if Michael B. Jordan had dumped her, she would have been in a bitter mindset, but there's no bitterness here. Because it's almost like a little bit of guilt. Like, it didn't work. I see that this person is successful now. I'm in a situation where I've been struggling, got kicked out of my own house, husband got custody of the kids, freshly divorced. Now she thinks that she's going to come wobbling into Michael B. Jordan's space. That is the arrogance of Western women right there.